So, what kind of shots do you want to get? Let's go to the next slide. These are all the types of shots that you can get in addition to the master shot. And if there's any questions about what these different shots are, please, are there any questions in chat now, or are we pretty clear on what each of these type of shots are?
So far, we are clear.
Okay, great. Then we can go to the next shot. Next slide.
Wait, the question came from Keiko, reverse and racking. Can you
Okay,
talk about those? Yeah.
okay. A reverse shot would be if Nahid and I are facing each other and having a conversation, you would shoot over the shoulder when Nahid's talking and reacting. That would be his over the shoulder shot. And the reverse of that would be over his shoulder to me talking. So a reverse shot is just the opposite of what you're seeing in the shot before. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You have reverse masters, you have reverse everything. Reverses are used a lot because it allows you to ping pong and see different points of view and see different characters. I may be talking and it may be more important to see Nahid reacting, for instance. So that's an over the shoulder, and an example of an over the shoulder reverse because it gets combined with all these types of shots. Except overhead, I guess you could shoot from below, and that would be a reverse overhead. But anyway, a raking shot is an extreme form of an over the shoulder shot, and it's typically when two people are in bed because you can't really get behind the bed. You're not going to do that. It's really a two shot straight on. But a raking would be slightly over the shoulder of one person, and then you'd have the opposite, the reverse. You would do a reverse rake. So you'd have a matching pair of rakes of her and her, or him and him, or him and her. But anyway, that's what a raking shot would be. It kind of rakes the top of the shoulders and the head. So you're welcome. Anytime. Okay, let's move to the next. So, the B-roll is something that is critical, especially on documentaries, but also on dramas. You want to think about how the B-roll is going to affect your movie and get all kinds of shots, not just static shots. You can make incredibly cinematic B-roll shots. And this is an example of one, and it's from a movie from a few years ago, like almost 40 now. So you can be guessing what movie this might be while I'm talking here. But the B-roll, you should be asking the same questions as your A-roll shots, which is, how is it going to affect my movie? How is it going to tell the story? And you really cut yourself short if you don't get B-roll, especially on documentary. It will allow you to do transitions. It will, again, help you tell your story. And in this case, it will win you an Oscar. This shot is from Out of Africa in 1985, which won Best Cinematography in 1986. And David Watkin, who was the cinematographer, he got up and he gave a very self-deprecating speech at the Oscars saying, people came up to me and they didn't talk about Meryl Streep and Robert Redford. All they talked about was those gorgeous shots you got. And I think this is Kenya, but it's somewhere in Africa. It could be Tanzania because I know I've been there and they have the flamingos there. But people came up to him and just said, "Oh, I just love those shots where they're in the plane." And he said, "That's B-roll."
If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to check out a producer to producer class where we go over how to fund your feature films, do them on time and on budget. The links are in the description box below. And also, if you're seeking more information and more educational information on films, you can check out our newsletter, which has over 16,000 subscribers worldwide. Besides that, have a great day and see you on the next video.